Men are done with relationships. Men are done with relationships, guys. Things are getting out of control. They're really getting out of control. Men are sick of the games and nonsense, and they're beginning to walk away from relationships. Watch it in this video to understand how this is going to affect women going forward. And now let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
I'm leaving.
Word?
Word.
Okay.
Do you change the locks? What the fuck? Derek! Derek!
Yo, stop banging on the door. What's wrong with you?
Let me in. What are you talking about?
Back up. I told you, if you left and went on that girls trip, you're not coming back in the house.
You serious?
I'm dead serious.
I have to get my stuff anyway.
Your mama didn't tell you?
What?
I dropped your stuff up at her house.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious, so you can leave.
I bet you still park in the same spot, right?
Yeah.
Bet.
Bet. What you mean bet?
Bet.
So, guys, today's video actually came from Bay's Olive Films channel. His channel is linked in the description. And as you guys can see, more men are realizing why it's so important to stay away from relationships and avoid dating entirely. You know, there's an incident that happened recently where a man went to one of those pop-up restaurants. It was a coffee shop. He went through the drive-through, and the woman at the drive-through demanded a crazy amount of money for his coffee, for his drink. So basically, he got upset and he threw them at the window. He did not throw them at the woman. He threw them at the window. She then opens up the window and uses a pickaxe to smash his windshield. And she was not arrested for it. And you have simps and women who are saying that, well, I hope he learned a lesson. Guys, you throw a cup of coffee at a window that is closed, and that is justification for extreme property damagement and possibly deleting someone. How stupid is that? And guys, this is like a simp dream come true. This dystopia that we are living in, the simps are loving it. And then, for example, I have comments from the idiot simps who are like, oh, you guys are just men who are either INCELs or you're just trying to cope because you cannot get a woman. Oh my God. Guys, you know where the manosphere is really headed? Guys, I'll tell you where it's going. Like, we already talked about the fact that we're now in the conclusion phase where men have already figured out how to deal and how to address the situation with women. We're coming out with new things every single day. So we had the problem phase where people were trying to figure out what their problem was. Then we went to the solution phase, how to deal with their problem. And now we're in the conclusion phase where we've already figured out the solution, we've instituted the solution. We are in the conclusion. And now the manosphere is moving beyond discussing women and those issues. Guess what, guys? We're going to be heading in another direction very soon. It's called discipline. What is discipline? It's, guys, the old is being made new. We'll be heading in a direction where a large portion of the manosphere will be emphasizing discipline. Discipline when it comes to, and I know you guys are like, well, that's been there for a long time. I agree. No. It's going to take centerpiece in the manosphere. A lot of it has to do with the way that women are behaving and the fact that men are now like, ew, this is gross. This is disgusting. The body counts, all that stuff. You know, birth control did not lead to men getting easier access to physical intimacy. It just led to women running around with Chad and Tyrone more, and it actually hurt men as a whole in society. So we're going to be entering a new chapter, maybe even a new phase, discipline, where a lot of emphasis will be directed towards men about discipline. This basically means disciplining your mind, learning how to control your emotions, your thoughts, disciplining your body, learning how to control what you eat and what you allow yourself to put inside of your body. This means taking care of yourself, working out. So mental discipline, physical discipline, financial discipline. Guys, this is another big one. Financial discipline is going to be such a large one. You're going to have men competing for who can spend the least amount of money, all right, and live the best life doing that. Financial discipline, okay? Consumption, reducing the amount that we are consuming. Let the Sims have consumption. Let the Sims be pigs. Let the Sims throw their money away. Let the Sims do this. No one cares about these people. All right. And then discipline when it comes to physical intimacy and lust, controlling your lust and desire, learning how to control your lust and desire. That's another big one. All right. And a lot of men are going to start to learn how to do this because they're going to look at the way women are behaving, look at the things that women have done, look at the men that these women are with, and they're going to say, do you really want to be with someone like this? It becomes, guys, like it's getting nasty out there. And it's been like that for a long time, but now it's becoming conscious, it's becoming conscious knowledge to men of how women actually operate and the things that women actually do. And men are beginning to feel the pain inside of them, like, I don't want to be in a relationship with someone like that. Like, let the Sims have them. Let Chad and Tyrone have them. And of course, women will never admit that they're wrong. We're heading into an era where it's going to take a very strong man and a man with a lot of understanding and love in his heart to take on a woman. Because a lot of men won't be doing it going forward. A lot of men will not take on a woman. They will not take on a relationship. They're going to say, it's too rich for my blood. There's the direction of the man is here, especially with them cracking down on male spaces, cracking down on men. It's going to be about men learning how to be alone, learning how to confront loneliness, and more so men learning how to be disciplined. When you learn how to be disciplined, it also can help you in learning how to deal with loneliness. Because loneliness can drive us into places where we never would have imagined and lead to us dealing with people who do not have our best, do not mean the best for us. They're just looking to take advantage of us and destroy us. How many people have lost their lives? How many men have lost their lives? How many women have lost their lives because of loneliness and not being able to control our desire and our need to be with others? So that's going to be a very big portion of it. But discipline is coming, guys. It's going to be huge. All right. Because right now we may not have chains on us, but we are not free. All right. We are slaves without chains, but we are not free. And it's going to be all about discipline, learning how to control yourself. And of course, the idiots are going to try to come and shame us and talk shit. But these guys, they don't have a future. All right, they'll be hiding somewhere like little rats and roaches and scurrying around. No, guys, they're attacking men for walking away, men for loving Jesus and developing a relationship with God and choosing God over the Jezebel spirit. Of course, men are not going to care. When you see these people attacking you, you realize that that's Satan right there. These simps, these are Satan. These are agents of the state. They're agents of the evil one. The state's desire is to enslave all of us and to keep us in lifetime slavery. All right, hell on earth. That's what the intention is. You know, you don't have, listen to me. If Jesus doesn't work for you, or if God isn't your thing, that's fine. Go your own way. Go with it. Go. God bless you, even if you don't want it. But I'm telling you that a man without God in his heart is going to be a man that is struggling for his entire life. This doesn't mean that you should be running into the church and listening to the church, because the church has disconnected from God long ago. The modern church is not a representation of Jesus Christ. A church is not it's not an organization. It's not a building. It's none of these things. It's just a gathering of believers in Jesus Christ. And the church does not represent any of these things. When you have these simp pastors saying that the job of a man is to sacrifice himself and complaining about credit card debt, and that men are supposed to be out there sacrificing for women, not trying to figure out women. Basically, it takes away any responsibility from the woman. It completely diverts from the Bible, and it is telling men to sacrifice themselves for society so that others can survive and thrive, and then that will be our legacy. A man's legacy should be a legacy of sacrifice and submission to his wife. Guys, this is madness. Absolute madness. They will gaslight you. They'll say, well, I'm not saying that's exactly what I'm saying, but God wants you to be a good husband. No. This good husband, no. All right. And the Bible even says, if you can do without a wife, if you can do without a woman, it is best to do so. That is the thing. All right. It says where a man finds a good wife. All right. That's a good wife, not where he finds the Jezebel spirit. If you are dealing with the Jezebel spirit, you must run away from it. You must rush away from it. You can see plain out, guys. Men are done with relationships in 2024. Men are walking away from them. Men are choosing to live lives of simple lives of comfort, simple lives of comfort, because keep in mind, simplicity is luxury for a man. And a lot of guys are going to be clearing out all of those cobwebs, getting rid of the things that they don't need, and basically banking their money, buying gold, buying crypto. Those men who say that crypto is garbage, these guys will be saying crypto is garbage, even when Bitcoin is at $1 million a coin. These idiots will say they'll be saying till the end of their days that it's garbage, and blah blah blah. Even some of these guys who ultimately jump into crypto, they'll still turn around and say that, well, it wasn't a good investment back then. Back when it was $1,000 a coin or $2,000 a coin, absolutely, because we just didn't really know too much about it. These people are crazy people, guys. They're crazy people. That's the reason why, a lot of men suffer, because they want everything handed to them. And you know what? I don't give a shit about these people. I really don't. I was forged during very hard times. I suffered a lot growing up, just like the typical Gen Xer. So it's as a result of that, it gives you a certain level of resilience despite all of the hard things that you will pass through. Guys, I suffer a lot. Even now I suffer with some health issues. And the thing is, like, I just have to keep on going, and a lot of men just have to keep on going. And that's kind of a Gen X thing. But a lot of these men are so weak, and like, for example, I made a poll, take one Bitcoin or meet your soulmate. And so many guys, it was like 35% versus 35% said they would choose the soulmate, while only 56% said they would take a Bitcoin, which is worth right around 65K right now, almost 65K. And they're like, oh, Bitcoin's, you can't really be too sure with Bitcoin. It's like, bro, you could just take the Bitcoin and cash it out immediately and take $65,000. Oh, that 65,000 isn't gonna last long. You can't even start a business with 65,000. Someone literally said in my comments on that, you cannot even start a business today with $65,000. Y'all, this is a six-figure channel. This is a six-figure channel that I started with no money, only the knowledge that I had. And don't get me wrong, knowledge is power. The most valuable thing you can do is invest in yourself. This is a big business. This is a business. This entire channel that I run and operate for you is a business. All right. There are many moving parts. I have an attorney. All right. I have an accountant. I have, I have people who are working for me in the background, people handling video migration that back up the videos for us. Yeah. So I, there's guys, there's multiple moving parts to this business. This is a business. And these idiots are like, you can't start a business today with $65,000. These men are never going to survive. You can't start a business with $65,000, guys. This stupidity. A lot of these idiots, they think socialism is going to come and rescue them. It's not. I don't know. A lot of people. There's a lot of people around today who probably really shouldn't. They're weak. And because of the way society is structured, they were allowed to survive. A lot of the weak ones survived. And it's because of them why we're heading into hell on earth right now. Because the men are so weak, and women, they fought to weaken their men. I've said this already, that if you want to destroy a country, destroy the men. And if you want to destroy the men, use the women to destroy the men. And that's what society has done. Guys, we're going to see a lot of women in destitution, and a lot of Sims. They're not going to be able to survive because the Sims have no resilience. Their core focus is basically on getting laid, and these are sick individuals. So in the end, many of these men who are behaving this way, when hard times arrive, they're not going to thrive because their core focus is not on self-development, it's not on wealth building, it's on women. And guys, you should never ever say, I'm going to the gym because I want a woman. You go to the gym so you don't become a fucking diabetic. You go to the gym so you don't get fucking high blood pressure. You go to the gym so that you don't have to, you're not dealing with obesity or serious health issues, or you have to worry about having a stroke later on in life. You go to the gym because you want to live and you want a better quality of life. You do not go to the gym because you want to be attractive to women. Let me explain this to you. She will never love you. It doesn't matter how nice your body is. She will still rather little Poncho over you. Okay? Little Poncho with his fat little belly, because he's fun. For women, it comes down to the man's behavior. And when you have and a toxic man will always win out over a handsome man. I know it's crazy, but a part of being a Chad and a Tyrone in many cases is also being toxic and lazy. All right? Broke, toxic, lazy goes hand in hand. Hand in hand. And guys, if you're enjoying the content, join my Substack for insights on world events, wealth building tips, practical living advice, and social issues. Also, you get your free digital nomad blueprint via the link in the description. When you join the Substack, guys, what do you think regarding all of this? Men are done with relationships in 2024. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA Men walking away. And cheers.